Hey guys, this is Joy back again with another video, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for tuning into my channel. You guys are very much appreciated. I'm trying out an audio, so I'm going to see how it goes. And if this is you guys' first time tuning in, again, this is Joy, and I am a coach for narcissistic abuse. I have been abused by a total of 6 narcissists in my life. I'm 28 years old. I've dealt with 3 female narcissists, 2 male narcissists in my life, and I have over 5+ years of experience. So it's definitely been a journey, but now what I do is I coach victims and survivors of people that have been abused by narcissists, and I help people heal. I help people gain closure. I help people understand what it is that happened to them, and so forth. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me. So this video is going to be about setting boundaries with the narcissist, and this is going to be a part 2 because I actually did a video on this. There was a viewer that had asked me about it, but I wanted to kind of go a little bit more deeper into it just because I feel like, I kind of struggle with this as well, because I think the reason why I got involved with the narcissist, and you guys could possibly relate, is because I had poor boundaries set. Like, I didn't know how to tell somebody, like, no, I don't want to hang out with you, or I would feel bad, like, if I said no, or, I just felt like I needed to, like, just with anybody, I needed to just always spend time with them regardless of what was going on. I put my needs on the back burner and put other people's needs before me, like a people pleaser, which I'm no longer like that, thank God. But that's just something that I have been like working on, and I'm sure you guys can relate. But so yeah, let's get into the message. Setting boundaries with the narcissist. The reason why this is important is because this helps you distance yourself from the madness and the abuse, because after, let's say you left the narcissist or the narcissist discarded you, when you set that boundary, you're distancing yourself from what happened to you, so you can get some sort of clarity, you can get some sort of understanding, even though the narcissist doesn't give you any closure, so it doesn't really help that much, but at least you can kind of, your brain won't be under that amount of stress as it normally is when you're around the narcissist. Also, when you set a boundary, you can, after a while, it may hurt because you probably are attached to them, you're probably in love with them, and you care a lot about this person, but they don't care about you at all. So, as time goes on, you can kind of see how unhealthy and how toxic this relationship was and how much damage it really did to your brain. That's what I've seen as well. Now, as far as the actual boundaries that you can set, regarding the narcissist, I would suggest blocking the narcissist, deleting them from all social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc. In the other video that I made a couple days ago, try not to stalk. I know it's hard because sometimes the narcissist will discard you with, like, for no reason at all. You didn't do anything. Sometimes the narcissist will just discard you because they're bored and they want some excitement in the relationship. And so they leave you, and they know that you're gonna, in your brain, you're gonna be like, well, what, did I do something wrong? Like, what's going on here? You're probably a good person if you're listening to my voice, or some narcissists listen to these videos so they can kind of get better in what they do, but more than likely you're probably a survivor or you are a victim, and you're probably a good person. And when someone just leaves you like that out of the clear blue, your brain is going to be like, what's going on? I need to get in contact with this person. How can I make it better? I want this to end. Like, I want to contact this person. And the narcissist knows this, and that's why they do this. So just be aware of that. Another boundary you want to set is you want to remove anything that reminds you of the narcissist. Pictures, any belongings that they left at your place. And this is something that actually happened to me. The first narcissist, I remember he gave me this piano that I had, because I was making music. You guys know that I love music, or if you don't now, you know. But he gave me this keyboard that I always had, you know, to make beats or whatever. And after I stopped talking to him, I've always had that piano with me, the keyboard. And it took me like a year to throw it away, because it was kind of like a memory of him. Like, I still was in denial about like how the relationship was over, because I was still under that cognitive dissonance that we all experience when we're with the narcissist after the relationship ends. So it took me a year to finally throw it away, but I did. And then with the second narcissist, he was living with me and he left his belongings at my place. And I had reached out to him. I said, hey, you know, your belongings are still here. Like, did you want to meet up to come and get it? And even though I was missing him and I did want to see him, but at the end of the day, I knew what I had to do and I wanted to return his belongings. And I thought that we had a time and a date set up where he was going to come and pick up his belongings. But long story short, he didn't care about it. He stood me up and never got back in contact with me. So I just tossed it out, you know, and that was hurtful too, because I really did. I felt like I loved both of the narcissists, but I was in love with the lie. And, you know, a lot of us victims and survivors, we all feel that way. But we never really loved the narc for who they really are. We loved the person that they presented us in the beginning of the other relationship. Another boundary that you can set is not having any contact at all, like I mentioned. No reaction to anything that they are doing after the relationship is over. Because what happens is, once you end the relationship, the narcissist is going to be parading a new supply around to get your attention, to make it seem like you were the bad person, that they were the victim. They do a lot of psychological, reverse psychology. And yeah, they're trying to get a reaction out of you. They're trying to make you feel bad. They're trying to make you guilty. They're trying to get you back by using this other person, that they don't care about this other person whatsoever, which is really sad, because the new person actually thinks that they love them, which they don't. And so, yeah, just be mindful of that. Now, if you do have kids, you want to make sure that you have a gray rock reaction, meaning like no, like not mad, not sad, not angry, not happy, just like kind of neutral. Just like if you are having to have custody of the kids or something like that, just make sure that you can have a specific time that where you come and pick up the kids. And a lot of the times, what I would suggest, I told a person this one time, one of my subscribers, I said, get a lawyer involved, so that way the court can, you know, really make sure that things are going as they should and there's no drama. There's nothing that's going to happen where it's not supposed to happen. Everything goes smoothly, because the narcissist will use your kids against you. So just be aware of that. And if it's possible, what you can try to do is to get a close family or friend to get, you know, be able to step in and like meet up with the narcissist when, you know, it's his or her weekend to have the kids, etc. Do it like that, so that way you don't have to see them and it won't bring back any memories or anything like that. Because I know sometimes if you just see the narcissist, like, it will make you want to be with them, and they may say some nice things to you, and it'll just be right back on, and then you're back under their spell. So try not to see them if you can. Trust me, I've been there. I stalked the narcissist page. I tried calling the first narcissist. I was asking him, like, hey, is everything okay? Like, how are you? Like, I thought that this was a genuine person, like a normal human being, but he ended up telling me that he had already had a girlfriend, you know, and telling me that, like I wanted to hear that, you know what I mean? So they don't care, like it's just all about them, you know? And, you know, what I could tell you is, you know, focus on your own life, you know, focus on what makes you happy, get some help, talk to a coach or a counselor, try one of my coaching sessions, and I can help you get clarity, closure, etc., whatever it is that you need. But yeah, definitely these are some good tips and strategies on how you can set boundaries with the narcissist. I know what all of you guys are going through, so trust me, you will get through it. You will heal. You will be better. You will be healthier. So yeah, that's the video. And I did want to read 2 comments that I got from my subscribers. Shout out to Patricia Maple. She says, on the video that I made recently, makes so much sense. He's done just that. Fact, he's furious because I'm still trying to ignore and be free of him. Got mad as I wanted to talk December the 31st. So then he did this childish games of calling and hanging up. Yeah, narcissists do that. And then to say I'm a phony and not really care, although he used to be like I was under his spell, really made me mad because I called him on his childish games when he calls and hangs up. When I've blocked him, he still gets through with texts, which that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, you may have to change your phone number. That's another boundary you guys may want to set. Just get a whole new phone number if you can. I know that may be difficult, but you got to do what you got to do. You know, maybe you need to move to another city or something, another state or whatever. Just, you have to like get rid of this person because they will ruin, destroy your life. I'm telling you guys. So yeah. And then Charlene Fernandez, she says this under the video that I made about the stalking. She says, this is so spot on. I've been going on his page, but I told myself if I want healing and total no contact, I have to stop going on his page. He has not posted his new supplier, but I think that's to keep his door open for other suppliers. I feel so much better and I can move on because he is unhappy regardless of what he portrays on his social media. Yeah, that's true. Everything you see on their social media is for you to see. Like, they know that you're going to be checking out to see what they're up to, especially if they didn't give you any closure. They kind of left things up in the air. They know that you're going to be curious. You have questions, you know, so they're doing that specifically for you. And then he says, I'm sorry, she says, it's a mask, is not real. He's miserable. That is indeed true. An empty soul while I'm moving on, getting a proper help. I need to heal and hopefully one day get into a healthy relationship. That sounds amazing. Thank you guys for your comments. If you have any other questions about narcissists, please leave them in the comment box below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you'd like to try a coaching session, you can email me at livenarcfree9@gmail.com. And be on the lookout for my audio. It's going to be called Understanding the Narcissist and the New Supply. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.